7 centuries later, Jesus, in Matthew 22, he's confronted by the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and they tried to get him to trip up so they can call him a heretic and have him justifiably put to death. But he answers every question so perfectly they finally give up. One of those questions is, what is the greatest commandment? And Jesus quotes from Deuteronomy 6, his words that he spoke to his inspired prophets centuries ago. He's speaking them back again, and he says, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. This is the first and great commandment, but there's a second like unto it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Taking that second one, loving your neighbor as yourself, it's in nurturing a relationship to those people that God calls your neighbor, with a love that gives without requiring anything in return. It's called agape love. The Greeks had arguably up to 9 words that represented love. 4 of them were used in the New Testament: eros, philos, storge, and agape. Those first 3 on the list get something back in return, but agape gets nothing. It's unconditional. It's sacrificial. Agape love gives with no expectations for anything, not even acknowledgement or praise. It's a love that does not dishonor others. It considers others more important than self. It's not prone to anger. It keeps no record of wrongs. It's crucial in transforming that outer manifestation of niceness into a genuine, tangible character trait of compassion that Jesus showed throughout his ministry. Then back to the first part. Love the Lord your God with absolutely everything you have. It's having a relationship again with agape love to our God. It requires nothing in return from him. It always protects his honor. It always trusts his promises. It always hopes for what we cannot see. It always perseveres through sorrow, suffering, and dismay. It's a foundational in developing that inner goodness that God desires to plant within each of us through his Holy Spirit. It's a character trait that, just like love, never fails. 30 years ago, a friend of mine came into work on a Monday morning, and he said after this service, he handed me this note. He says, have we come to the place where God can withdraw his blessing and it does not affect our trust in him? That note was profound. I saved it, obviously. But I ask you this, based on that, are we in the relationship with God where he could never again acknowledge us, bless us, allow us to feel his presence, and we would still continue to love him and trust him? Because that is what agape love requires, that we give everything to God and expect nothing in return. We're all familiar with 1 Corinthians 13, the love chapter. And in that chapter, about in the middle, is a list of things of what love really is. We should all internalize that and understand that fully. Because love is not like, and love is not receiving things because we gave things. Love that God is expecting here is sacrificial. But I want to swap out the word love for kindness and goodness and see how that flows, because I think they're interchangeable. Kindness is patient. Goodness is kind. Neither of them envy. Neither of them boast. Neither are proud. Kindness does not dishonor others. Goodness is not self-seeking. Kindness is not easily angered. Goodness keeps no record of wrongs. Neither of them delight in evil, but rejoice with the truth. Kindness always protects. Goodness always trusts. Goodness always hopes. Kindness always perseveres. Goodness and kindness, rooted in love, never fails.